So Jordan, obviously Deuce wasn't quite 100%. You got the start. So mentality for you, any different? Well, you knew you were going to play a lot of minutes. Just what you were thinking as you went through the game.
No, my mentality didn't change a whole lot. Roles are roles. So coming off the bench, my role was to, calm us down wherever we were at, whether we're up 10, down 10, even. When I get those, minutes coming off the bench, my goal is to calm us down and get us to run offense. So in the beginning, that was my same goal. I thought we did an okay job early on, and then we just kind of hit a wall, got stagnant. Stuff we can fix, but other than that, no, my mentality didn't change a whole lot.
Justin Jackson.
Jordan, did you know going into the game that you're going to be starting? Just kind of how did that all come about?
A little bit. I didn't know specifically that I would be until kind of right before, actually during shoot around today. I knew it was going to be up in the air because Deuce is nursing some things on his end. But he seems to be on track. I think he probably could have started today, but I think going into this 4-game stretch here this week, they wanted to be more safe than sorry. So that's pretty much it.
And then if I could follow up with a question on your guys' defense, Cade Cunningham had 40 today by himself.
That's pretty good.
And, you guys hold K-State to just, 43 as an entire team and perspective there. What did you guys do, defensively that worked this game? And how much does, the fact that K-State's, young and still kind of growing into the game play into everything here?
It played into it a little bit, but at the end of the day, whether we're playing, the top of our conference or the bottom of our conference, we understand we are in the best conference in the league or in the country. So with that being said, a young, quote unquote, inexperienced team, which I don't really think they are because Mike McGraw does a great job as a senior, getting them in order. They're kind of like my freshman year when we went through a lot of stuff and we were young and inexperienced, but by the end of the year, you're playing so free that you become one of the more dangerous teams in the league to play against. So defensively, going into this game, we knew who kind of made them run, who makes them tick, which is McGurl and Pack, who didn't play tonight. But we wanted to try to take the head off the snake. You kill the body that way. So we tried to do as best we could on them. Defensively, I think we're just shoring up a few things that are Hugs' philosophy. If we get that down, I mean, this is a national championship team. I don't think anybody's shying away from that statement anymore. This isn't preseason. This is a top 10 team in the country, probably top 5.
Cody Nesper.
Hey, Jordan, just how nice is it that you guys aren't going to have to travel this week?
It's very nice. When you play for West Virginia, you understand, some other teams, give you grief about, man, we got to go play West Virginia. It's this far. They don't realize every single away trip, it doesn't matter. We're pretty used to traveling 2.5, 3 hours or more on a plane. So it feels really nice to be back here. And I don't know how many we had in attendance today, but 28. That feels really nice looking up there and the Coliseum starting to look more and more normal. Hopefully we're creeping back towards that because it felt good.
Our next question comes from Greg Hunter.
So Jordan, nobody will mix you up as the tallest guy in the league, but you go inside a few times. When do you feel like, hey, I can get to the basket, try to get to the rim, and when should I be smart and stay away from the big guys?
I mean, that's all reads. That's at my position. You're 100% right. At 5'10", whatever I'm standing, I'm the shortest, and if we ran 40s, probably the slowest guy in our league. So I just have to make reads. If I can get a step on a guy, that's great. But I just take what they give me. I try, to do that. Jawan's been great in terms of breaking down how to be an undersized guard. He'll be upset that I compared me and him in terms of height, but he'll get over it. But yeah, it's just making reads. If I can get to the rim, I can get to the rim. But at the end of the day, if I can get others involved, that's the goal.
Back to Justin Jackson.
Hey, Jordan, yesterday during interviews, Taz basically said you were the team bracketologist, and as far as, following everything, seeding and what other teams are doing and stuff. I'm just, do you agree with that assessment? And then obviously, what you guys have coming up, what can happen to this team over the last week of the season?
I don't know if I'm the team bracketologist. That's interesting, but I would just say I'm not smart, but I listen to smart people and try to just regurgitate what they say. I happen to be around Hugs, who always says he's the smartest man in the room. So I just, listen to what he's saying about what Lenardi's saying, or the committee, or whatever. He always says committee. I don't know who these people are, but anyways, I understand that if we sweep our last 4 games at home, which is a big time test going into tournament time, we should be, I would say, comfortably on that 1 line, in my opinion. I mean, that means we beat Baylor and we beat a very good TCU and Oak State team. Looking down the road, which I don't like to do too much, hypothetically, you would assume we'd be in that conversation for what overall 1 seed we would be. That's our goal. We don't have to shy away from it.
Greg Hunter.
So you don't have to look any further down the road than Tuesday for Baylor. What kind of matchup is that? Is that obviously number 2 team in the country, could be number 1? That's got to be a lot of fun if you're a college basketball player.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Super Tuesday. We're gonna see the number 2 team in the country, who, for 2 times in a row now, we've thought we were gonna play them on the road twice during the season. COVID messed it up on both sides. Whatever it may be, I'm really excited. This hasn't happened since I've been here in the Big 12. This is a 1 game kind of heavyweight fight. It's what you live for. It's what you come to West Virginia to the games to play in. So looking at Baylor, we have a lot on our hands, but they got a lot on theirs too. Not afraid of them or shying away from the fact that our goal is to go in there and win on Tuesday.
Justin Jackson.
Hey, Jordan, one last one for me. Jalen Bridges, obviously seems like he's starting to kind of come into his own a little bit. What are you seeing from him on both ends of the floor that maybe you didn't see back in, November or December?
He's getting comfortable. He's getting his legs under him now, and you can really tell because he's making heads up plays, and he's making them on the glass where, with just Derek down there at times in terms of a true, forward presence. Gabe obviously does unbelievable too, but those 2 going back and forth, sometimes we'll only have 1 true rebounder, a really good rebounder out there. And JB does a great job of finding his way over to the opposite side and getting a lot of really important rebounds. He had, 4 tonight, but they were all crucial on that kind of run in the second half. So he's going to continue to come into his own. He works hard. He plays free as a young kid. When I look at our roster right now, I think, if I'm an exec, he's got the most NBA potential on our team.
Was confidence ever a problem with him? Because it seems like he's always been a pretty outward kind of guy, and obviously had a lot of, success in high school. I mean, was that ever an issue with him at all?
I think it's an issue for everybody at some point. To be honest, Deuce might be the only player I've ever come in contact with that looked, he just slid right into his role. And his role was to be, one of the guys on this team as a freshman. But for JB, I talked to him early on. You see those kind of ups and downs. I still go through them myself, but I think mentally, as you get older, you're more apt, more prepared to take those things on. So confidence is huge for JB, and he's got it right now. He's rolling. So our job is to just keep it rolling.